Escape Room. Oh wait, I'm late by a couple of weeks. Escape Room is basically a bunch of people, by that I mean like 6, going through a series of escape rooms despite the title being singular, except it's deadly. Each rooms are deadly. Or something like that. Basically, it's like, when I first read it, I was like, hey, isn't that like Saw? And it's PG-13, so it's PG-13 Saw. Why not? Why not? Why not? And here we are. Escape Room is an alright experience. There are great moments in this movie. Some characters are decent enough to watch, and their rooms, although some need improvement, and one of them is actually quite cool, where everything's upside down or something. That one was pretty cool. I wish they had played more like that. But yeah, it's actually for the most part an entertaining thrill. You could just go in, go out, but like there's no consequences whatsoever except maybe time. But you will definitely enjoy yourself for the most part of this movie. We get the introduction of like 3 characters first, and then the rest of the 3 are just there, and you just know what's going to happen to the other 3. Was it 3? I think it was 3. Yeah. You just know what happens. You just do. There's this character, the main character we're supposed to believe was like this female character, Zoe, but honestly, she's just there and doing some stuff that makes them advance for the most part. Like, I know her situation is that her character arc has something to do with her socializing skills or something. Or maybe not being able to speak up. But really, it's not truly that deep involved. Oh, I do like some of the backstories. There's this one character where his backstory, he does define who he is, and we get to know the truth of the backstory because he was telling in a fictionalized way, which was interesting. And some of the rooms are kind of based on some of the characters. For instance, the second room was more on one of the guys who survived in the cold ocean or something. It's interesting. It's nice. But honestly, it's bland. It's like we're just going to make a PG-13 movie. It's going to be called Escape Room. We're not going to do anything too creative with it. Maybe just some creative things like the upside down room, or maybe some of the rooms can correspond to some of the characters, which I enjoyed. But honestly, towards the later rooms, suddenly the idea gets less and less creative instead of more and more creative. Like, I wanted to see something very creative from the final room, actually, but the final round. But honestly, well, that's not what we got. Have we? Another thing I want to comment about is the actual antagonist. There's this one scene where they think that the antagonist is that the true mastermind is behind them or something, which kinda is. It's not an original idea, but still interesting. But suddenly the antagonist, if I were to put it in my own words, the antagonist becomes a James Bond villain towards it's a James Bond villain when you watch the edits. I swear he's a James Bond villain, okay? I swear he feels like a James Bond villain. But the ending of this movie, honestly, left a bad taste in my mouth. But for the most part, this movie is definitely enjoyable ride. It's certainly just watchable. So, would I recommend it? Well, honestly, just flip a coin. Even if you watch it, you will not have the worst time of all, but you won't have the best time. And if you skip it, it doesn't really matter. So have you watched Escape Room? What do you think about it? Please comment down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and to see more of this content, click subscribe. And goodbye.